Hello guys, welcome back to Kutti lab. Have been a very long time. I haven't put any videos up. So this year, so everyone happy new year first of all. This year I decided to do 80% in English and 20% in Tamil. So whatever Tamil words I'm going to teach you, you're going to be learning it throughout this journey. So last year, August this year, around my birthday time, I got into Nitro cars. So Nitro RC cars, that's from drifters to buggies, everything. When I started, I didn't know nothing. I had zero knowledge about it. Everything I learned about Nitro cars was through the internet. That was YouTube, forums, mainly google.com. So what I thought is, why don't I bring it back into my YouTube videos and teach you guys everything I know from start to finish, how to fix a car, how to recondition an engine. So currently I do service and recondition cars, Nitro cars, and the engines, and sell them as well. So let me show you a couple of ones I have. So this is a 1/10 scale Nitro drifter, 2-speed all-wheel drive. I've got a lot of them now. Throughout Christmas I've been selling a lot of them. Here's another one. Again, it's a belt-driven all-wheel drive 2-speed Nitro drifter. These are very powerful. Today, as my first episode, I'm going to teach you how to start a Nitro car. There's a lot of, I think there are a few videos around out there, but I thought, why don't I just start with that, and then later on we're going to go more in depth about everything I know about Nitros. So first of all, to give you an idea, these are my refurbished engines. I did it myself. So when I got these engines, they didn't even work. They were just completely gone. This is a chassis of an 1/8 scale buggy. Right, so let me give you an idea how these engines work. Let me start with a small one. So this one is from a 1/10 scale Nitro car. It's a size 18. So they start from size 12 all the way to size 30, 36, 38 now. The way they work, so this is your top head, so your cooling head. You've got in here a glow plug. Let me show you how a glow plug looks and what it does. Watch this. So it's just like a diesel car, basically, how a glow plug works. This is your little glow plug. And if I put the igniter onto the glow plug, it will glow. Can you see it glow? That's how you initially start a Nitro engine, which I'll be showing to you in a second, well, in a few minutes. So that goes into the top here. Glow plug sits at the top, and then you just ignite it when you're ready to start it. But you can't just start a Nitro engine just like that. Fuel needs to come into the needle here. This is your fuel needle, so you can set how much fuel goes into the carburetor. This is your carburetor there. Air goes in there, and this is connected to your servo. This will adjust how much power you want by adjusting the carburetor at the top. And this little spring screw is your idle setter. So when the car's sitting on idle, it can let the carburetor know where the setting should be on. This is your little flywheel. Well, sorry, this is what connects to the spur gear, right? This is your flywheel at the back there. And how this flywheel actually twists is quite interesting. So it's just like a motorbike. Let me show you. Right, so this is another engine I've taken apart just to show it to you guys. The top head is missing. That's the cooling head. This is your piston in there. Can you see the piston coming in and out? There you go. It's just one piston. Obviously, that's your carburetor, which as I explained to you, this is a 21 size. Can you see these two pins? It's supposed to have a third pin. Pin is broken. So you will have spring-loaded clutches around here. Smaller engines will have only 2 pins. This one's a bigger engine, so it's got 3 pins, but the third one is broken, as I said. The way it works is those spring-loaded clutches will sit around here. When the RPM gets to a higher RPM, it opens up and then it catches itself onto the bell housing. So this is the bell housing which spins freely right now. There you go. So once the clutch engages, it will start spinning to that RPM. So this is a 2-gear one. That's why you've got 2 different sizes onto the actual bell housing. Yep. Right. Oh, sugar. Hold on. So dumb. I never put the screws in, so if it came off, that's fine. This is just my sample here, just to show it to you guys. Now, you can start the car in 4 different ways. So you can put the car onto a little box. The box will have a DC motor on it that will spin your flywheel onto it. I don't have that box. I don't like using that box because it can damage your pistons or your sleeves, which will go more in depth why it damages it faster. So the best one I like on any of these engines is a pull starter. So it's just like a lawnmower. You just pull it and start it. Or you can have a drill bit in here, which goes in there with a normal drill. You put the bit through it and it will start twisting it. It's quite tough at the moment. I've refurbished this one, so it's quite hard to twist it. This engine is solid. Or you can have another version. Here you put your drill bit sideways rather than from the back, and it does the same. Right? So later on I will be refurbishing other Nitro buggies and cars, and around that time I will show you how each of them work. Today, as my first episode, I will be showing you how to start a Nitro buggy. All you need is an igniter, fuel, which I've already put into the fuel, onto the fuel tank. Before I start, I'm going to quickly run through how this whole car works. Okay, so this is your fuel tank. Obviously, that's your engine, and I've just explained to you the basics of the engine. It's a bit more involved, which we'll be going through later on in our clips and episodes. This is the exhaust. This is your servo for your for your steering, left and right. This servo is here to open the carburetor, which is there, and also to brake. This is a 2-speed buggy. They're all metal gears. This is a very tough and very fast buggy, this is. Now, I'm going to show you how to start it, okay? So I'm going to turn on, always, what you need to do is turn on the controller, always. Then the car servos. So if I accelerate, watch this. If I take the filter out, you can see it. Can you see that? And if I brake, if I push it forward, you can see it braking. Okay. I'm going to leave this out for now. So to start it, what you need to do is you need to make sure the carburetor gets fuel from the tank. In order to do that, all you need to do is you put your finger on the exhaust, hold on to the tank or onto the buggy, and then pull it. And you can see the bubbles go? Oh, you can see fuel just coming out of here now, out of the carburetor. Right, she's ready. Then always make sure you put the filter on it, on the carburetor. You don't want to get any stones or dirt to go through the carburetor. It can damage the engine inside. Next step. Yeah, everything's good. That's the igniter. Push it in, push onto the glow plug. Put the igniter onto the glow plug. Leave it for a few seconds. So now it's going to get warm. You ready? It's alright, it happens. When they're normally cold, it takes time to start. So I'm going to put my finger back onto the exhaust. Pull a couple of times. Now this back in. Okay. To cut it off, you just put your finger onto the exhaust so it suffocates the engine and cuts it off. So this is the basic part of starting the engine. We will go deeper into it. I just wanted to give you an idea. Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of nitro stuff. I'm more than happy to show you what I've learned, and I'm planning to build my own one very soon. Right now I'm learning how to do 3D printing so I can start printing out gears and things like that. Right, see you at the next episode. Make sure you subscribe and press the bell button. I see you soon. I love you.